Then when they saw it as a dense cloud coming towards their valleys, they said, "This is a cloud bringing us rain." "Nay, but it is that torment which you were asking to be hastened. A wind wherein is a painful torment, destroying everything by the command of its Lord." Allah the Exalted described it thus: "And as for Ad, they were destroyed for a furious, violent, and wind which Allah imposed on them for 7 nights and 8 days in succession, so that you could see men lying overthrown, destroyed, as if they were hollow trunks of palm trees. The believers are saved. That violent gale did not stop until the entire region was reduced to ruins and its wicked people destroyed, swallowed by the sands of the desert. Only Hud and his followers remained unharmed. They migrated to Hadramaut and lived there in peace, worshipping Allah, their true Lord. With Allah's name, the most merciful benefactor, the merciful Redeemer. Prophet Salih. Description of the people of Thamud. After the destruction of the Ad, the tribe of Thamud succeeded them in power and glory. They also fell to idol worshipping. As their material wealth increased, so too did their evil ways, while their virtue decreased. Like the people of Ad, they erected huge buildings on the plains and hewed beautiful homes out of the hills. Tyranny and oppression became prevalent as evil men ruled the land. Description of Salih. So Allah sent unto them his prophet Salih, a man from among them. His name was Salih ibn Ubayd. He called his people to worship Allah alone and to not associate partners with him. While some of them believed him, the majority of them disbelieved and harmed him by both words and deeds. Salih directed them, O my people, worship Allah. You have no other illah God but him." Salih was known for his wisdom, purity, and goodness, and had been greatly respected by his people before Allah's revelation came to him. Salih's people said to him, "O Salih, you have been among us as a figure of good hope, and we wished for you to be our chief, till this new thing which you have brought, that we leave our gods and worship your God Allah alone. Do you now forbid us the worship of what our fathers have worshipped? But we are really in grave doubt as to that which you invite us to monotheism." Salih's people demand a miracle. They merely wanted to worship the same gods as their fathers had, with no reason, no proof, no thought. The proof of Salih's message was evident, but despite this, it was obvious that most of his people did not believe him. They doubted his words, thinking he was charmed, and they saw that he would not stop preaching, fearing that his followers would increase. They tried to put him off by assigning him an important task to prove that he was a messenger of Allah by performing a miracle. Let a unique she-camel issue from the mountains. Allah granted Salih this miracle, and a huge unique she-camel appeared from the direction of the mountain. The Quranic commentators said that the people of Thamud gathered on a certain day at their meeting place. And the Prophet Salih came and addressed them to believe in Allah, reminding them of the favors Allah had granted them. Then, pointing at a rock, they demanded, "Ask your Lord to make a she-camel, which must be 10 months pregnant, tall and attractive, issue from the rock for us." Saleh replied, "Look now, if Allah sends you what you have requested, just as you have described, will you believe in that which I have come to you with, and have faith in the message I have been sent with?" They answered yes. So he took a vow from them on this, then prayed to Allah the Almighty to grant their request. Allah ordered the distant rock to split asunder, to bringing forth a great 10-month pregnant she-camel. When their eyes set on it, they were amazed. They saw a great thing, a wonderful sight, a dazzling power, and clear evidence. A number of Salih's people believed, yet most of them continued in their disbelief, stubbornness, and going astray. Allah the Almighty said, "We sent the she-camel to Thamud as a clear sign, but they did her wrong. And also, verily, the dwellers of Al-Hijr, the rocky tract, denied the messengers. We gave them our signs, but they were averse to them." There are a number of ancient accounts of this camel and its miraculous nature. It was said that the she-camel was miraculous because a rock in the mountain split open and it came forth from it, followed by its young offspring. Other accounts said that the she-camel used to drink all the water in the wells in one day, and no other animals could approach the water. Still, others claim that the she-camel produced milk sufficient for all the people to drink on the same day that it drank all the water, leaving none for them. At first, the people of Thamud were greatly surprised when the she-camel issued from the mountain rocks. It was a blessed camel, and its milk sufficient for thousands of men, women, and children. If it slept in a place, that place was abandoned by other animals. Thus it was obvious that was not an ordinary camel, but one of Allah's signs. It lived among Salih's people, some of whom believed in Allah, while the majority continued in their obstinacy and disbelief. Their hatred of Salih turned towards the she-camel and became centered on it. A conspiracy started to be hatched against the camel by the disbelievers, and they secretly plotted against it. Salih feared that they might kill the camel, so he warned them, "O my people, this she-camel of Allah is a sign to you. Leave her to feed on Allah's earth, and touch her not with evil, lest a near torment will seize you." For a while Salih's people let the camel graze and drink freely, but in their hearts they hated it. However, the miraculous appearance of the unique camel caused many to become Salih's followers, and they clung to their belief in Allah.